Let's go.
Really want to be clear about something. Like, he's not the only man out there that's like this. Like, let's be honest about. Like, we're going to be very honest. We're going to call it what it is. There are plenty of men out there who are like this. There are different ways of trying to pressure someone into having sex. He was very passive aggressive and manipulative, but you have the physical pressure, you have the neutral tactic. Like, there are so many different ways that people can try to pressure you into having sex. He happened to get the right one. But let's take it to the other side, because what if he got the wrong one? What if he happened to get the right one? That does feed into that. Though, like, let's be honest, there are women out there like this that would, if he would have sent all of those, after the first voice note, she would have probably hit him with the, you know what, yeah, you're right. Well, I'm going to come over to Lennox just so we can discuss this. There are women out there like this. Like, let's be honest and call it what it is, because not a lot of women are strong enough to say no. It's the attention that they like and that they feed off. It's the feeling of, I have to do this. It's the feeling of, if I don't do this,
I want to have somebody.
Yes, I want somebody. It is really when you get to the point of doing anything that you can just to have someone around, even if it's something that makes you uncomfortable. And that is where pressuring someone into having sex, that's a problem. Like, that's an issue right there. Like,
it's like it's really concerning, because that's where all these fatherless children are coming from. And what's so crazy about it is men, like other men, even if they're good or bad, they know about it. I often wonder, like, do men see other men like manipulating women to have sex, or see other men like dogging women out? Do they put them to the side? Like, because I swear on everything that I love, the people in my life, like, literally, if they like been there, like, if they saw me being anything less than good to somebody that's good to me, oh girl, pulling me to the, might not even pull me to the side. Like, that's how serious it is. I often wonder, do men hold other men accountable in any way, shape, form, or fashion with this concept? Because he walk around, he freely says that he probably got a girlfriend that he treat like gold. He probably got a girlfriend at the house. And he's manipulating her. They just fell in my spirit, Lord have mercy. He probably got a girlfriend somewhere, and he just want her on the side to manipulate and do what he want to do and keep her quiet. And he's the authoritative figure in the whole situation. Manipulation. I'm so sick of people. Like, it's not just men either. Women are like that.
It's not. It's women. Because the thing is that men do it with sex and women do it with money, and that's what this whole, like, oh, if you want this. It just really came in my spirit that I just feel like I may always just be single forever, because this whole dating thing, like, I cannot, like, this whole frame of mind, like, I'm not even gonna speak that. I rebuke that.
No,
but what
you're
I'm
not
saying
is because it's not like this is what you're seeing.
Right, it's what you see that kind of, it makes you feel like, dang, this is what's out here. Like, this is what's out here, because it's men with sex and it's women with money. As much as I love women, I love my women, I love my sisters, this whole, pay my bills, is so frustrating. And what it does is the women who are out here seeking genuine relationships, like seeking an exchange of love, trust, like faith, all of that, it's kind of like tainting it, because men are thinking that you really just want somebody that's going to pay your bills. I don't need you to pay my bills. I get up every morning, Monday through Friday, and go to work and pay my bills. Savings and checking sitting good, and I have nothing in collection. Trust me, I don't need you. I am seeking something genuine. So therefore, men think that they're all women out here that are single are like that.
And I'm the same way. Like, with me, I don't want to ask anybody for anything. Like, I will literally struggle in silence.
Literally.
And that is something that because I don't trust. Right. I do not trust that because I heard somebody say this, and I was having a conversation, I can't even remember who it was, but it was the most logical ignorance that I've ever heard in my life. And that might not make sense, but when I say it, it'll make sense. The reason why men sleep with so many women, why some men sleep with so many women and act as players.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they're called players is because women don't have to say yes. So the more women they get to say yes, the more egotistical they feel and the more powerful they feel. So that exudes arrogance, but at the same time, it is a subliminal cry for help. Because if you think about it, a man has to work with women that are worth it. They have to put in the work. So if they have to put in too much work, honey, I got all these other women that I could literally sleep with at any point, during the day, and they mean absolutely nothing because they have work to do that.
Literally,
don't have anything. Like, if I want to sleep with somebody, it's not going to be difficult for me because I'm not going to they don't have to work so hard.
Yeah. It's
like women, the reason why it is money, it is a game. Really That's why they're called players. Like, it really, when I was having that conversation, it was like men have to work work hard just to have sex. Minimal, basic, lazy.
But why do you have to work toward it? Why can't you just let it happen? Like in the video, from what I'm taking away from the video, it's like she's in this phase of getting to know someone. The messed up part about that phase is just like, you don't want to seem too eager, but you don't want to seem uninterested. It's from what it seems like to me is that they were talking for a while. He went missing. They had a conversation, and like he went MIA for a few days, popped back up. They were having a conversation. He like, oh, so you gonna give me some head or whatever the case may be. And she stood her ground and was just like, no, I'm not giving you no head. But why is it that you have to rush something like that? Why is it that we rush into sex so fast? Why is it that you don't have to work for it if you just be a genuine person? Like, just be a genuine person. Try to get to know someone on a regular level. Let it happen on its own. Why do you feel like you have to do it so fast? Because that's where this video comes from. That's where this video is coming in at.
But I feel like this, again, we should call this episode social programming. Because that's exactly what has been happening. Like, on one end, we see, like I follow this Black Love Media. Oh, yeah. It is like this, it's a page on Instagram that just that just shows Black love and nice little, and a part of us is like, I want that. Yeah. I want that so bad. But then we also fear commitment. We fear longevity. We're momentarians. We think about right now. Mm-hmm. We're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about, like, I swear to you, when I had a child, my whole mindset was like, switch went on. I'm thinking about my 401k, my retirement. Like, literally, I'm thinking about, oil changes more frequently than I did before, because it's literally, I think about the future, and I feel like this world does not think about the future anymore. We're not thinking about long-term goals. We're not really thinking about, only thing we worried about is coronavirus. Nobody's concerned about HIV. Nobody's concerned about being a single parent. Nobody's concerned about the mental health of these children that don't have a father because they don't have a choice. It's just a lot. So I think, like, with me, that's why I'm saying, like, I am not interested. I'm just not interested in having more children right now. Like, my life is consisting of my daughter. Like, but that's just me. I feel like people still, like, I can't imagine me in the club every weekend.
I am so flabbergasted that people actually still do that. Like, people literally
still do that in their 40s.
And it's no shade to people that do that. Like, if that's what you do, that's fine. It's just not for me. I get tired. I have literally fell asleep in the club before. I promise you, not dozed off, because I was tired. I was exhausted. But I am very saddened, and this, like, it's just very hurtful. And it's disturbing at the fact that we put so much value on sex, and people feel like it's okay to manipulate someone. Because let's say she did go down on him. Let's say she said, okay, I'll do it. And then she go down on him. This man went missing a couple of days without you going down on him. Once you
Baby,
do
that
it,
was null and void. If she would have did that, I would have definitely DM'd her.
What are we doing here? Like, is this the standard that we've come to? Like, is this the standard that we have been brought to? Like, this is what we do now. Like, this is what we do now. We not worried about getting married. We not worried about building with anybody. We not worried about a legacy. All we're worried about is that instant gratification, that momentary gratification, that getting head and keeping it moving, having sex and keeping it moving to the next person. That's nasty. And there needs to be some
and not
form
to
of
mention, it is.
itself.
It is, but the standard is that you are willing to sell your soul for the warm body. Just having to say that you have somebody, just to say that, oh, and I bet you.
Subscribe for the very latest.